Hi everybody, here's Christian. Welcome to Pico-8 Hero. I have to apologize for the last episode, because the last episode was a bit chaotic. I thought we could wrap everything up in one episode. Clearly, there's a lot more cleaning up to that we had to do. It was, you know, I was jumping around between different topics, and I feel I was surprised by some bugs, so I feel I didn't properly explain everything. So again, let me know always in the comment section if I lost you somewhere. Try to pinpoint down exactly, you know, at what time code I'm saying something or writing something that you don't really quite understand, so I can help you out there a little bit. I'm not quite sure if sometimes I'm over explaining things as well, so I just want to make sure that everybody stays on track. Alright, still hyped about my keyboard though. So today is, you can see it in my hair, today is a bit of a, it's Sunday, I'm relaxing, and I thought I'm going to use as many episodes today as I need to get this power-up stuff done. Last time around we also found a new bug that we haven't had before, and I know where it comes from, I think. And that was the problem where you remember for a while we had a ball stuck on the edge of the screen. It is because the ball was split, I think it was because the ball was split while it was actually colliding with the right edge of the screen. And so then it didn't have enough horizontal velocity to get back on the screen again. So there's a point in our to-do list called better collision, where we have to do like a redo of the collision system, and I think this will be part of it. I'm not going to care about this too much right now, because I think it should be a pretty rare bug. So anyway, I want to go through some kind of things here. The upper things are again relating to the multi-ball thing. Release copied ball. Yeah. So I think for now, let me think about this. So we have to set up 4 different timers. Right now we have 1 power-up timer, but now we have to change it to 4 different timers, and also we have to redo some stuff with the way multi-ball works. Yeah, let's just jump right away. Let's redo the stuff how the multi-ball works. So something I wanted to do is, when you get a multi-ball, instead of just having 3 balls, because that's like a lot, just having 2 balls is I think enough. But that throws up the question is, like, when the ball that we have splits, you know, which one is the copy? Like, which direction should the copy go? Because it has to go in a different direction, so you can see them drifting apart. But in which direction does it go? So that's a bit of an issue. We have to maybe think about this a little bit. And then split random ball. Yeah. So the idea is that that when there's already multiple balls on the screen, I don't want just always the first ball to be split, but a random ball to be split. And then here, release copied ball. Every time we copy a ball and we realize that this ball is actually stuck to the pedal, we want to release that ball, at least a copy of the ball. Okay, so let's do this. I want to go to the multi-ball function. There we go. Because this is where it happens. So I want to just have ball 2. I no longer want to have ball 3. We're gonna commentate out ball 3. No longer ball 3. And if the ball angle is set to 0, I'm gonna set the ball angle 2 to be 2. So they have like the biggest separation, biggest possible separation. And if the original ball has angle 2, I want it to be the ball 2 to be 0. That's also fine. I will keep the other ones around in case we want to return. Maybe it's actually better to have 3 balls when you pick up multi-ball. And then finally, the problem is, like, when the angle of the original ball is angle 1. I think in this case it would be kind of neat if we also change the angle of our original ball. That would be kind of nice. Then we get like this nice maximum separation. So what I want to do now is I want to set the angle of the original ball. Set ang copy this one. I basically always want to have like this nice spread if whenever we pick up this power up. Set anc, original ball. We will fix this in a second. This is right now it's ball 1, but it should be some different ball. And then we're gonna set this to 0. Oops. Hello. Am I? Yes, now it worked. And then set ball 2 to 2 like this. Okay. So we always have this like this beautiful spread. Okay. So right now, something I don't like, this is the second part of our to-do list, is I don't like how it's always ball 1 that we're copying. What I want to do instead is to pick some random ball that we are copying. And you know, if there's just one ball on the screen, it's going to be ball 1. But if it's multiple balls on the screen, I want, you know, the function to select a random ball from the ones we have on the screen. So what I want to do is I'm gonna go in ball num. That's the number of the ball that we want to go, equals floor R&D between 1. I guess between 0 and the number of balls we have, so hashtag balls, hashtag ball. And then +1. So this should get us, because floor always tends to go downwards, so we get something between 0 and, so if ball is like 1, right, we get 0 point something, we never get 1 actually, because R&D 1 means something between 0 and 1, but never actually 1. So by adding 1 to it, we start at 1 at the end. So then the minimum that we get as a result is 1. And yeah, that should work. We already had random numbers when we did the pills, so it's kind of like a similar situation. Good. So now what I wanted to go now is I'm going to go OG, original gangster ball, equals and then ball num. Right? We are getting the random ball that we picked. We're getting this and putting it into a new variable that we just created called OG ball. And this is just a temporary variable. We can actually go, we should probably go local on both of these so they both disappear later on. And then OG ball is going to be the one that we copy and that we check the angle of. Okay, and that seems fine. That seems like it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. I'm gonna save and run this. Yeah, it splits correctly. Oh, something I noticed is the balls are not disappearing when the game is over. Oh, actually, that was okay because that's the way it's supposed to be going. Okay, that's good. Yep. I lost both. That's nice. And it's actually way less crazy now because the balls are not multiplying that crazy. Perfect. Let's try it again. Just want to watch this a little bit. Yeah, the split is working nicely. Yeah, and now we're getting 3. Ah, I'm losing all of them. I'm not good at this game. I'm losing at my own game. Oh no, that was good. I like how I lost the ball because it split apart. I have to go for the ball. And there's some really nice, I already see some really nice gameplay decisions where I have to sometimes make those tough decisions where it's like, will I go for the ball or will I get the power up? So that's good. Okay, so let's go back up and see which one of the things that we wanted to do we actually already did. So we splitting into two balls, we're splitting a random ball. Now we want to make sure that if we're copying a ball that this copied ball is actually released. Yeah, we can do this. We can do this quite easily actually. We're gonna go to multi-ball. We're gonna just make sure, yeah. So we're gonna go like ball 2 dot stock. The keyboard, it's the keyboard, guys, equals false. And that will basically ensure that if we copy the ball that was actually stuck to the pedal, then the copy will at least get released. So actually, when we get the power up, this is catch, that's fine. Yeah, the multi-ball, we no longer actually need this anymore because we are actually making sure that the copied balls are always released. So that's fine. Good. So this solves this problem, and now we come to the part that I wanted to also deal with, which is actually just let's try to test this real quick. I'm saving and running, just in case that there is some kind of bug that we caused by this. Just making sure that everything is fine. Yeah, but it's fine. Oh, that's so vicious when you get the split so close to the close to the lower edge of the screen. Ah, it's so good. This is good. This is a good game. Okay, never mind. Okay, so this works. So now I wanted to create 3 timers: timer for the slowdown, timer for expand and reduce. I guess the expand and reduce can be both. Its own timer because they cancel each other anyway, and the timer for the mega ball, so 3 timers instead of 1 timer. Let me go back to the pills. How do we do this? I mean to the power up. There we go. So we have power up T. I'm gonna just create a new function: timer slow equals 900, and then we don't need this, and we don't need this. And then this is live. We don't need either of those. We just kind of like rewriting our power up system at this point. So catch is fine. Expand is also when we get now this time around we don't have just timer slow. This time we call this timer size because we're going to use the same timer variable for size. There we go. Actually, let's call it timer expand. Let's actually do 2 different timers because we're going to use the timers to find out which power up is actually active right now. Timer expand and timer reduce. Reduce. There we go. So timer slow, timer expand, and timer reduce. These are the 3 timers we're using. Oh, and timer mega ball, 4 timers we're using. I'm gonna go with just timer mega. Oops. Oh yeah. Right, it's English keyboard layout, so Y and Z are... Oh, I hate this. All right, there we go. Timer mega equals... And just everything is going to be 900 for now. And multiple has its own thing. Okay, so now we're going to have to make sure that these 3 timers are taken care of. That's an update game. Yeah, we're going to deal with this in a second. I wanted to first see where the timer is. power up T is what we're looking for. I always forget it's Control F to find, right? Search, Control F, yes. Power up underscore T is what we're looking for. There we go. Right. Okay. So we're gonna go if timer mega is greater, greater. So if there is any seconds left on the timer mega, then end. Then we're gonna reduce the timer. That's all we're gonna do. I think there's a way to do this even faster. But for now, that's gonna be fine. And then we're gonna copy it basically for the 4 different timers as well. So not only for mega, but also for slow. Low. This keyboard is the best. It's such a beautiful challenge. Slow, expand, and reduce. So we had previously had just one power up timer because it was always just one power up active at any given point. But now we are going to make sure that we have 3 timers. I'm a bit worried. No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, we can delete this part now. I'm going to make a small comment just to make sure that we know what this is. This is power up timers. Okay. So let's go to update game again. And so instead of checking if power up equals 4, we're going to go power timer underscore expand is greater. It's greater than 0. So if there is still seconds left on our expand timer, the pad will grow. This is power reduce. And this is fine. Then the speed is also something you have to deal with. Where is... Oh, wait. I didn't put this in here. So maybe I will just look for power up. Power up. Where are things where we use power ups? Okay, what is the next search? G. Ain't nothing like a G thing. Okay, so here. So this is the power up slope. That's right. Timer underscore slow is greater than 0. Okay. And then search for now more power up. Oh, there's some more here. Oh, that's the mega thing. Yes. If power up equals 6. So if timer underscore mega is greater than 0. And then also this. Mega is, I guess, equals 0. Let's go smaller or equals 0 just in case. Then this, let's search for more power up. This power up get. Oh, there's one more power up 0. Yeah, we can delete this, and we can delete this. Power up get, that's okay. Power up get, yes. This is a chain problem here. Okay, we're gonna get, that's mega, right? So timer underscore mega equals greater than 0. And then G, okay. So what I want to do next is also, there's something one thing I forgot, which is power up get. There we go. Because we said that expand and reduce are mutually exclusive. So whenever we get the expand, we're gonna reduce the reduce timer down to 0. And whenever we're gonna get the reduce, we're gonna reduce the expand timer to 0. Because they are mutually exclusive. And there's one more thing, I wanna reset the power-ups whenever there's a serve ball. Where is that? I wanted first to go to the update game. And here are the timers. There we go. So whenever we start a game, first of all, new ball, serve ball, level finished, add brick, reset pills, next level, start game. There we go. This is where we want to go. Here I want to reset the timers to 0. I mean, we could put it in a serve ball function, and that would also. I just want to make sure that we have some timers going on when we're actually going to talk about timers. So timer mega, timer slow, timer expand, timer reduce. These are the 4 timers. And I'm talking timer. Maybe I wasn't really clear about this, but with timer I just mean a variable that counts frames, right? It just goes down. It counts down from a certain number down to 0. And every frame of the game, it counts down 1 by 1. I'm gonna also make it in next level. Actually, no, I'm just gonna make it in serve ball. That's fine. And that should be enough. There. Let's run this now. This actually is not gonna be a good test. But that's fine, because this is going to be, we actually don't have any, the power-ups that we're getting here are actually not the timer power-ups, but I just want to make sure that we wrote everything correctly and we're not getting any, syntax errors. Oh no! Oh, that's interesting. I had it on catch, but the ball didn't hit the top surface of the pad. So that's fine. Now let us do the spawn pill function, and let us make sure that the pills are actually spawning randomly now. There we go. Because yes, remember last time around in the days we rewrote it so it just spawns 2 different types of pills, the ones that we want to test, and now we want to spawn all of the pills so we can see if all of these things that we talked about actually work. Okay, that was live. That's not really that interesting. That's mega. That's good. Oh, so now we have slow, mega, and multi-ball. That's good. And also we reduce the size of the pedal. That's good. That's a nice timer. So, but somehow it's not running out. Maybe we just had too much. We have 900. Yeah. Okay. Now it's running out. Okay. So it's running out. We just set the timer for very long. Might be worthwhile to tweak the timers, but it seems to be working. So we were able to trigger multiple power-ups at the same time, and we seen the power-ups also running down. So we had the slowdown timer. We have the expand. We have the cancel as well. Actually, this wasn't multi-ball. This was actually not multi-ball, but power-ups. But just making sure that we are that we are on the same page. But now we are done with that. I'm gonna save this. And on the next episode, finally, we get to the juiciness stuff. We're probably going to begin with this lower thing, with the screen shake. I really like the screen shake. We can also think about the arrow animation, like the little indicator that shows where the ball is going to go next. We're going to think about how to make text blink. We have like this game over kind of stuff and stuff like that. But the most important one is going to be particles. Let me sort this a little bit according to what's difficult and what is easy. I think we're going to go like this. First, we're going to talk about screen shake, because that's very easy and that's really cool. Then we're going to do some text blinking. Then we're going to do this arrow animation. These are like two, maybe we're going to make these done in one episode. But the one that I'm really looking forward to, and that's going to be multiple episodes, is going to be the particle system. We're going to set up some particle systems, and there's at least 3 different effects I want to do. We can already talk about this right now. So I want to have death particles. I want to have collision particles. Death particles when you lose a ball. I want to have like this little firework when you lose a ball. I want to have collision particles every time the ball hits something. I want to have like a little puff of dust. And but maybe even more important than collision particles, because that's like a little detail, I want to have brick particles. So if you hit a brick, I want the brick to shatter into pieces. And also something I wanted to do as well as except from particles is level setup. I want the level not just to appear, but I want the bricks to slowly like pop in from above, like fly in from above. I think that would be fine. Okay, so that's it. See you in the next episode when we finally get to the juiciness. Stick around.